For 56 years, the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, has been the ultimate gathering of globalist elites, billionaire CEOs, heads of state, the people who supposedly run the world, meeting every January in a Swiss ski resort to lecture everyone else about climate change, sustainability, and how we all need to eat bugs and own nothing to be happy. But this week, something unprecedented is happening. Even the liberal media is admitting it, and it's sending shockwaves through the entire globalist establishment. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your patron professor, celebrating yet another day in the Trumpian golden age that you made possible back in November of 2024. So if you want a front row seat on how you continue to change the world in ways you never even imagined, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Take a look at this headline from the Daily Mail: The Death of Davos. It's a stunningly provocative headline, but it's being echoed by none other than the New York Times. As Davos convenes, deference to Trump has replaced everything. And their byline reads, the traditional rhetoric of the World Economic Forum centered on global integration, climate change, and international cooperation. Not anymore. No cooperation with Trump, no compromise, no. Deference, submission, surrender. What we're witnessing this week isn't just a policy shift at Davos. It's the complete inversion of global power, and the elites know it. You know, for decades, the World Economic Forum represented a specific worldview: global integration, multilateral cooperation, climate action, social justice, ESG mandates. Klaus Schwab's stakeholder capitalism, as he called it, where corporations pretend to have societal purpose while implementing draconian policies that deindustrialize Europe and price ordinary Americans out of home ownership. Also, that a tiny minority of globalist elites could hope to become the world's first trillionaires in a matter of just a few short years. Yeah, literally owning everything. Yes, that very stakeholder capitalism was supposed to rule the world. And then Trump showed up. The man who built his presidency on America First, the guy who pulled out of the Paris Climate Accords, the president who just threatened to impose tariffs on 8 NATO allies if they don't let him buy Greenland. He's the headline speaker at an institution that supposedly exists to promote everything he opposes. So why did they invite him? Or even more importantly, why did he accept? Because Trump isn't going there to join them. He's going there to dominate them. To show every CEO, every prime minister, every central banker in that room exactly who's in charge now. And the evidence is crystal clear. It's working. Political economist Mark Blyth put it bluntly: this is the death of Davos. It has no relevance at all. None whatsoever. So why is Trump going to Davos? Well, he's going there to punch them in the head and tell them who's in charge. He's informing them that basically, unless they align with him, they no longer matter. And you can see the panic in real time. Again, the official Davos program, it still includes its sessions about electric vehicles and climate goals and the like. But this year, those buzzwords that used to dominate, fair taxation, anti-corruption, sustainability, social justice, they're all gone. They've been scrubbed from the forum's official messaging. Now they're being replaced by AI, crypto, economic resilience. It's an implicit surrender, an acknowledgement that no set of principles can unite the people flocking to Davos anymore. Because the only principle that matters now is don't cross Donald Trump. Want proof? Look at who's not coming there this week. Denmark. Freaking Denmark, America's NATO ally, a country that's been part of the Western Alliance for 75 years. They're boycotting Davos entirely. Do you know why? Because the World Economic Forum sent official invitations to Greenlandic officials and companies to attend as an independent entity, separate from Denmark. Copenhagen called it a breach of established international norms and an interference in Denmark's sovereign affairs. And they're not wrong. The forum is essentially treating Greenland as if it's already broken away from Danish control. I mean, you literally cannot make this stuff up. And that's exactly Trump's strategy. Make it a fait accompli before Denmark even enters the negotiation. He's threatened 10% tariff. You've heard of this, I'm sure. He's threatened 10% tariffs starting February 1st, rising to 25% by June on any European nation that opposes his Greenland plans. 8 NATO countries are already on that list: Denmark, Sweden, France, the Netherlands, Germany, Finland, Britain, and Norway. The EU is now scrambling to prepare retaliatory tariffs targeting up to 93 billion euros, $108 billion worth of American exports. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen declared Europe will not be blackmailed. The Dutch foreign minister called Trump's tactics blackmail on national television. But here's what nobody in Europe wants to admit. They don't matter, like, at all. Trump holds all the leverage, and the demons in Davos know it. Speaking of demons, what do you think you could do if you had the same insider trading information that Nancy Pelosi has, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Politicians like Pelosi have had access to insider trading secrets for decades now. They know exactly what stocks to buy and when to buy them. But guess what? You and I actually have access to that very same inside information. Thanks to a little-known SEC database, we can see what and when corporate CEOs are buying up in real time, and then we get to piggyback on their trades to gain the same advantage for ourselves. So, gang, that's why you have got to click on the link below and sign up for a free training with me and my good friend Ross Givens. It's this Thursday, January 22nd at 3 p.m. Eastern. Ross is an insider trading expert whose recommendations have led to investment returns of over 200%. Some have hit as high as nearly 1,500%. It's going to be an amazing free training where you and I can learn how to trade with the exact same insider knowledge as these politicians, but we're going to do it legally and ethically. But don't wait. Seating registration is limited, so click on that link below right now and register today, and I'll see you for an event that promises to change your life. When Trump last appeared at Davos in 2018 during his first term, the elite class tried to frame it as a collision of worldviews. You know, Trump the nationalist versus Davos the globalist. But this time, Trump is coming not as a nationalist, but as a civilizationalist, a political titan who's literally redrawing the world map. And the globalists know it. They know their time has come. Their world order, the globalist, liberal international order, is over. A new cosmic era of civilization states has begun, and they have surrendered completely. Trump's speech this Wednesday won't be about finding common ground or how we can all work together. It'll be about setting the terms. He will tell the 3,000 political and business leaders from over 30 different countries exactly what's going to happen and what they will have no choice but to do. Rapid approvals for AI and energy infrastructure in America, deregulation, tariffs on anyone who doesn't cooperate, an end to all of the Green New Deal nonsense, and American control of strategic assets like Greenland, whether Europe likes it or not. And that message is already spreading beyond Europe, even before Trump takes the podium. Many analysts predict that Trump is about to terminate the World Economic Forum's influence and send a message that the era of globalist shenanigans is over. How so? 2 demonstration projects. First, Greenland, making American control inevitable before globalist elites can mobilize opposition. That's already underway. The forum literally, again, invited Greenland as a separate entity. Denmark is so furious, they're boycotting. Mission accomplished. But then there's a second demonstration. Election fraud revelations. This is huge. This is coming out of the recent arrest of Venezuela's Nicolas Maduro. It apparently now is opening up evidence about Smartmatic voting systems that was founded in Venezuela being sold to all comers, rigging elections around the world, just like they did in Venezuela. Zero Hedge is suggesting that plea bargain talks are already happening in Brooklyn right now with Maduro. If that leads to revelations about 2020 election irregularities in states like Georgia or Arizona, it won't just destroy Democrat credibility. It'll force Senate passage of the SAVE Act, requiring voter ID, paper ballots, and human counting, and it would be a complete reset of American electoral integrity. That's what Trump is really doing at Davos. He's not negotiating with the global elite. He's showing them that their entire system, the one where unelected billionaires and bureaucrats set policy for sovereign nations, is over, finished, done. This week, Trump will be walking into their headquarters, telling them their time is up, and they'll applaud him for doing it. We are watching in real time the collapse of 56 years of globalist consensus. Not because Trump convinced them he was right, but because he demonstrated they were irrelevant without American cooperation and power, and he's not giving it to them anymore. Denmark boycotting Davos isn't a protest. It's a symptom. The entire post-World War II order, the one centered on collective security and liberalized trade, is being rewritten in real time by a president who threatened military action to inquire an ally's territory and impose tariffs to force compliance. And the global elite, gathering in their Swiss ski resort, can't do anything except roll out the red carpet, give him the headline speaking slot, and hope he doesn't completely dismantle their influence before dessert is served. 56 years of Davos, and it took Donald Trump exactly one appearance to show the world who's really in charge. Hey gang, quick question. Do you miss my short videos? You know, the fast hits, the bold truths in under 60 seconds? Well, I've heard from so many of you who love those clips, I'm bringing them back in a big way. I just launched a brand new channel called Turley Clips. It's all short form every day. I'm posting powerful, shareable, hope-filled truth bombs that will fire you up and shake the system. So if you've been craving those quick hits of sanity, you need to be on this channel. Subscribe to Turley Clips right now. Send it to friends and family as well. Please share it abroad, and I can't wait to see you there.